Chapter 5. After winning the first 4 games in this season, our coach and hero is looking pretty good. But after his first 4 wins, he now has to face someone who just tasted his first defeat. After winning his first 3 league battles, T.Prince, coach of the Portuguese Palkias, has taken his first loss and will do everything in his power to prevent to go back down to 3-2. T.Prince had an enormously strong squad with powerhouses like Sneasler, Chi-Yu, Sarud and Tornadus Therian, but also Primarina and Garganacl having an incredible high offensive stat, and even his Electros or his Pylosand could hit pretty hard. Defensively, Primarina, Garganacl, Pylosand and even Electros and Tornadus look pretty solid defensively, but not all that much bulk. So he predicted these 6 Pokemon would be coming to the battle, with Electros being the only Terra Captain on the Portuguese Palkias side. But our coach had thought up some great plans to bring to this battle this week. First up was Circuitry, choice carved with a lot of attack investment. Even a modest nature was able to be run, so Thunderbolt and Volt Switch would hit incredibly hard. If Sarud was in the 1v1 against Circuitry, Signal Beam would be enough to always OHKO at full HP that Sarud. If Pylosand was in the lineup, Energy Ball is a solid option for Circuitry to go for if Pylosand was the obvious switch in. At least 2-hit KOing that thing, even if it's special defensive. Mudsdale would make his debut, named Bojack, named after a famous cartoon on television. Max Fizz Def, Stamina to boost its defense even further, with moves like Earthquake and Body Press to hit incredibly hard, Stealth Rocks to chip down Pokemon, and finally Roar, so if a Pokemon would start setting up, Bojack would be able to get rid of them and let them switch in to more Stealth Rocks for more damage. Leftovers were held for HP. Moon the Roaring Moon has been brought as a physical and a special defensive Pokemon, and this week our coach went for another special defensive set. Max special defense with the Assault Vest, so it can take special hits pretty well, except from Primarina, of course. With that Fairy Stab that's 4 times super effective into Roaring Moon, it will not like to take those. But its speed was fast enough to outspeed everything on his opponent's side. Earthquakes, then Headbutt, U-Turn and Thunderfang were the 4 moves chosen, so whatever his opponent may bring, Roaring Moon would be ready to deal big damage even without any attack investment. Jellicent the Tentacruel, with a careful nature, would be a special wall that could be able to stand up against the Primarina as far as Roaring Moon cannot. Another Assault Vest user with Flip Turn, Rapid Spin knockoff, but Poison Jab was added to Tentacruel's moveset because Poison Jab would hit the Primarina for super effective damage. Bubbles the Azumarill was also a great candidate. With the Citrus Berry, it would be able to heal itself up after going below 50%. With max attack, animate nature and max speed, it would be fast enough to always outspeed Garganacl. Liquidation, Play Rough, Aqua Jet are also all normal moves, and Belly Drum to maximize its attack stat will make Azumarill very scary for T.Prince. Normally Sarud would be able to handle Azumarill because of huge power, but this Azumarill was having suppressed its ability, so not only were Dark type moves resisted by Bubbles, Grass type moves will prove ineffective and even boost its attacks at up by 1 stage if he gets hit by a grass type move. Last but not least, Meloetta the Floor, aka Floorgasm, with an annoying set to deal with. With the leftovers, it was able to heal itself back up after setting up a Calm substitute. Calm Mind could be set up, boosting its special attack and special defense by 1 stage, while Psyshock and Terra Blast was the combination of offensive moves. Meloetta would be given the Terra type of water, so it could take on pretty much everything and also take not very effective damage from sound-based moves from the Primarina. And with these 6 Pokemon, our hero starts his battle for first place again.
So here we are with T.Prince, and pretty much what I expected, I'd say. Only the Electros is here instead of something else I expected. What was it? Think you idiot. Zarude. I thought Zarude would come, but clearly not. Terra Ice, and yeah. Let's see, what do I want to lead off with? Gable, because I don't see a immunity. Should be good. Against Sneasler. Let's see. Zerg against Sneasler. If he is Scarf, he outspeeds but doesn't kill me, which is nice. Illegal Terra, let's go. Sometimes these dark thoughts just pop into my mind, and it's kind of dumb, honestly. Volt Switch, yeah, he is Scarfed, good to know. Heal 19%, okay, let's see. Electros 19%, so he isn't as Salt Fest. But he does look like he is Max Bedef. I could go into Roaring Moon, but I don't do all that much. Tentacruel doesn't really hurt him that much. Mellow. I can set up a sub, see what he wants to do, but does cost me some HP. And he could be toxic, so Bojack isn't going to happen now. I think sub is fine. Lefties, okay. We just roll sub. And see what he wants to go for. Torn, okay. Tornadus Therian. Probably has something like knockoff. If I Terrestrialize into a water type and he clicks knockoff. Might KO me or knock out a sub if he is Life Orb. Tornadus Therian, let's say boots. Knock off with Terrestrialization, definitely. Terrestrialize, Calm Mind. Yes, sir. Nice. That sub is staying up right now. I think he's not coughing again, so I'm clicking sub. U-turn. What comes in? Primarina could be annoying, yep. But with me being water type, Prima Arena, AG, Psychic Noise goes through sub but doesn't do much with at +1 if he is Liquid Ooze Voice, and instead of Surf he is Hyper Voice. Yeah, it doesn't do all that much. Psyshock has a chance to kill, but I am clicking Calm Mind again. Psychic Noise doesn't do all that much now, 6%, so at +2 I should be able to knock this out. And yeah, looks like max special attack. No, not really. Calm Mind again. And after this I should be able to do big damage, at least. Moonblast. Oh, doesn't even break it. Nice. Psyshock. Let's go! That's one down. And we still have our sub up. Sneasler is here to break it. So, you are gone. Doesn't have multi-hit moves. I am clicking sub again. Because with sub up, he doesn't seem to be able to do much against me. And Tornadus, Therian. Let's say he's Boots Pivots. Terrablast should be able to knock this out. Oh, damn. Ooh, that's a bulky boy. Yeah, I'm subbing again. Oh, this is so toxic. Or at least it feels very toxic to me, so... And Torn is gone, let's go! Bro, I'm sorry if this is annoying you, but... this is working so great! Chiyu. Beats of Ruin, that's fine. Because I'm Terra Blasting. Dear God. Oh, that's 4. Oh, wait, Karg is still alive. Subbing again. And Terror Blast. Yeah, this is GG's, I guess. Dear God, I 6-0'd him with Meloetta. Dear God, what happened? When I built this set, I wasn't expecting it to do it this well. Dear God, Meloetta. Chiyu was kill leader or MVP, but Meloetta took over straight away. Dear, I can hardly believe what happened. Dear God, I am so sorry to T.Prince for 6-0ing him, but this was like the perfect storm for Meloetta, I guess. I was even like, maybe I lose my unbeaten record against T.Prince, because T.Prince was unbeaten until week 4, so he just lost his unbeaten streak, and I never expected Meloetta to go this hard. Dear God. Yeah, GG's to T.Prince. Again, sorry for the 6-0. It was not something I expected or prepared for, but yeah, when in Rome, I guess. Hope you enjoyed this battle, and I hope to see you all next week for week 6. Yeah. Thanks again for watching. Bye.